As a fan of puzzle games, I'd be remiss if I've never talked about Wario's Woods, released on both the SNES as well as the last licensed NES game in late 1994. It's a puzzle game with a simple premise. Wario has overrun the peaceful woods with monsters and minions. Toad, everyone's favorite mushroom retainer, enters the forest with the help of a fairy to expel Wario and his minions from the woods. Gameplay is much different than your typical falling block style puzzle game. Instead of controlling the pieces directly, players move Toad around the playing field, picking up bombs and monsters. To clear a board, Toad must destroy all the monsters, which can be done by lining up a bomb and 2 or more of the same colored items. These can include other bombs, but you want to include monsters as well, that way you can destroy them. As long as everything matches, they'll all blow up. It's not just bombs that Toad is moving around, he can also pick up whole stacks of, or even individual monsters. He can carry and move them where needed and even drop them in the spot that he's standing. Moving everything around is the only way to clear the levels. You can't just go around dropping bombs where you think they'll be handy, but can also be rather difficult given the limited area of the playing field. Toad can scale any wall or stack of monsters by running alongside it, but he can only do that when he's not carrying anything. It's fun trying to find ways to cause the most damage and clear the board quickly, and a lot of strategies can be used to do so. Sometimes combos are pretty apparent. Other times you'll have Toad digging his way around monsters in order to create large combinations of multicolored destruction. Diamonds will occasionally appear, and when matched with other objects of the same color, be them bombs or not, they will destroy all similarly colored objects currently in play. This is great when you're in a pinch, let me tell you. It wouldn't be Wario's Woods without the titular deed holder of the woodlands. After a while on each level, Wario will appear, and Wanda, the fairy that's been helping you, will be replaced with Wario's Raven. While Wanda made bombs to help Toad, the Raven creates bombs and new monsters to mess things up. Clearing all the monsters already on the ground will mean nothing if enemies are descending from above. Speaking of above, notice the thwomp up there? Wario will sometimes bash your tree, making the thwomp descend. This isn't a huge problem unless you're trying to pick up huge stacks of enemies, which can't be done with the thwomp dangerously close to turning Toad into mushroom pancakes. While the NES version focuses the most on Toad stopping Wario in the woods, the SNES version does take you to different locales and places to stop the antagonistic plumber. The versus mode is also very fun and competitive with friends, and against the computer can be very difficult. Overall, Wario's Woods is a fantastic, colorful puzzler worth checking out. In my mind, it's more addicting than Dr. Mario, and a lot more frantic than a game of Tetris. I recommend you go get lost in Wario's Woods on the NES and the SNES.